Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about several reasons that I see people going broke in 2024. Let's get started and talk about it. And the reasons I'm talking about are observations that I'm personally making, not things that I read about. These are from discussions. Many of these people are in the millennials or Generation Z. Okay, number one, and some of these you already know, rents keep going up, and the percentage they're going up is higher. They don't have any kind of cap on that. When I moved to Dallas in 1988, they only, would raise your rent just a little bit, but now they're raising them higher and higher, and they seem to be able to do it because they get people to move in. I think that's hurting a lot of people right there because people's income isn't going up. Number two, the average car payment is right around $554. It depends if you get new or used, and the insurance rates keep going up. So if you own a car, that's going to be a big chunk out of your paycheck. So if you have, $1,400 for rent, and we're going to say, a $500 car payment, and your insurance is $200, you're going to have to be making more money to pay that. So that can really eat into your budget. That's why many people are opting not to own a car and look for other alternatives. Number three, this is the worst one, and I know of some people that have done this. Because they're in a desperate situation, maybe their hours got cut at work, getting a payday loan. That interest rates can be up to 400%, and they do want to be paid back in a few weeks. And so it's not an ideal situation to do that, but many people are desperate, and so they take out a high interest payday loan. Number four, many people are not packing their lunch or bringing drinks and thermoses. If they're hungry, they meet that need right away, and they just go get something out of a vending machine or buy something. They buy a snack. And a lot of these portion-controlled snacks are expensive. You're not buying them in bulk. It's not like buying a big bag of pretzels and then, putting them in little manageable little Ziploc bags. It's a lot more costly to do this, and because people aren't paying cash, they're using their card, they have no idea how much they're spending at all because they don't keep track of it. So that right there is a huge reason. You think you're not spending that much, but you end up. I call it death by a thousand cuts. Number five, low wages. A lot of people around here work retail. It doesn't pay that well, and the wages have not gone up that much compared to when I first moved to Dallas. Also, there are some retail environments where you might get a full-time and you might get benefits, but many of them, you might get good hours, but then there's certain hours or months during the year or times where for budget cuts, they have to save, and you might get your hours cut from, say, 38 down to 25. And if your budget is not prepared for that and you haven't prepared ahead or you don't have side hustles, that can really end up hurting you. So a lot of people get their hours cut and the wages haven't kept up with all these other expenses. Number six, and this is huge. I met a family that this guy told me, and I was kind of surprised. Him and his wife make $70,000 a year, and I don't know their situation, they cannot afford to save any money. He said, we have absolutely nothing left over to save. Now, I don't know what they spend their money on. It is none of my business. But a lot of people think that they can't afford to save, so they don't save anything. And even if you only have $30 left over, even if you just took half of it and started saving a little bit here and there, no matter what income you're on, you can save something. And having $100 set aside for savings is better than $0, okay? So that makes a difference. Number seven, overspending on the little things, okay? And not knowing how to budget at all. There's so many videos on YouTube about that. And number eight, not knowing how to prioritize. A lot of people will spend on wants versus needs. And to me, and we've heard it before, Dave Ramsey has said it, take care of your four walls. Is your rent or your house paid for? Is your electric, your internet? Is your car stuff paid for? And do you have food? If you got that stuff taken care of, what do you have left over for savings, investing, and also paying off debt? What's left over? Take care of your four walls and those other things. It isn't about getting the newest phone. It isn't about buying lunch out. There's so many ways that you can budget and save money. Another huge thing, and I'm just going to end with doing a bonus one. Another big thing is so many things are so high cost. I think a lot of people go broke because they end up with, and say if they're a homeowner, you end up with a big, huge repair or big medical costs, and they all come in at once. And our savings sometimes can't catch up to all this stuff. So if you got a plumbing problem, and then you got a medical problem, then you got a car problem, and they all come slamming down at once, and you can't afford to pay it all, and then you end up having to pay, on a credit card. It can just add up after a while. So these are some of the reasons I've noticed people are going broke in 2024. This is after speaking to people. Let me know what you guys think. Why do you think people have less money nowadays? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye, everybody.